Hello, hi guys. A minute. I'm a minute late. That's all it takes apparently. Hi guys. How go? Ugh. Quickly, Pinette's not here. My Little Pony over Vecna 2? It's implied that Applejack was so overprotective of her sister Apple Bloom that she apparently couldn't listen to music or read. I. Okay. Hi Darth, hi Gibbous, hi Lynx, hi Kit. Uh, Vecna squared? Geometry. I feel bad. Honestly, I think it's something I'm like really, really curious about is what they're gonna do about the whole two Vecnas situation. EAC client couldn't be in. What? What? Oh, easy anti-cheat. Okay. Because a commission got done? That's good. That's good. I get excited every time a commission's done, if I'm honest with you. It's always a good time. Also, chat, behavior did a thing today talking about the creator program. For anyone curious, if we qualify, it depends what they mean by average views. If they mean average views, which is apparently a different stat on YouTube from median views, we're good. I actually qualify. If they don't mean average views and they do mean median views, I do not qualify. We'll see. Don't ask me what the difference is because I have no fucking idea. I just tried to look up my stats earlier and figure that out. I went ahead and registered, so who knows. Lake Mine. Lake Mine's open. Okay. Alright, so this week we're doing Undetectable Pyramid Head. Technically it's Stealth Pyramid Head because we're doing Tableau of the Oppressor and what is it? The sect photograph. We'll see, Darth. We'll see. Start dummy accounts so we can boost Manette's view count. Don't do that. And it's also over a 3-month period, so I don't know. We'll see. Y'all might have noticed I've been making more shorts recently. There's a reason for that. um. So yeah, I was gonna test. Let me see if anyone's on for me to do this. I think Kassir's doing movie night. Yeah, well. The creator program. There's a gold version that smaller creators can qualify for. The Lynx Army. If my math is correct, I should have more than enough blood points for Stranger Things Part 2. Blood points or Eerie Shards? 6.9 mil. Oh yeah, you'll have enough. It's about a million. It's about a million per level, so you'll have plenty. Or prestige, I should say. Don't know how to test. All right, kid, if you want to join.
My friend, you have met a terrible
After
demise.
Mr. Hippo goes away.
But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park.
Mhm.
I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville.
Oh, really?
And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And
Yeah, we can hop in VC if you want, Get.
I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know? Sometimes a story is just a story. If you try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend.
As soon as I can
once
hear my thoughts,
wasn't
hang on.
pretty. We talked about it for years. And not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, you know? Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then.
Mr. Hippo's still
realized I
talking.
made
I'll get back to you in a
sandwiches.
second.
Poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. And I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet.
All right.
Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him,
Go ahead and switch to killer.
Let me go get you some
Go on
rye
Pyramid
bread."
Head.
Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday, and
We're just,
Wednesday.
and then
Or rather, they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks,
run
and then
something that can give you
probably
undetectable
they
easily
threw
for
it
a
all
little
out.
bit.
I don't recall. I do remember a man. who
Trail
would
should
bring
work.
his son
Yeah,
to
trail
the
should work.
bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the
I'll
ducks.
throw on
He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you
I get
know,
that.
you're not supposed to feed the ducks
Yeah,
sourdough bread at all.
Yeah, but the terror
It
ready
swells
soul.
up in their stomach,
Be too
and then
loud?
they all die. At least that's what I've heard. You know, I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course
Torment,
of a
then.
few years. I just never thought to stop.
Yeah,
the
Trail
man
Torment,
and
yeah.
tell
I'll
him
just
that
do
he
a
was
gen for a
killing
little
the
bit.
ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And
Alright.
if you want my
Any,
opinion on the
add-ons you want me to
matter,
throw on, then?
and I told Orville this as well.
No, because
If you
I
wanna
just want to
feed
test how
ducks,
loud
or
he is
birds,
without a
or any
terror radius,
kind
that's
for
all.
that matter, it's best to buy
Alright.
seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. They don't grow on trees or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying?
Mr. Hippo's almost done,
Yes,
I
yes.
swear.
So I bought Orville some
All
rye
right.
bread. What a fine day it was.
Hi, by the way, chat.
Oh, you don't have to apologize, Marmy. You're fine. That's what the redeem's for. So,
No issue there.
so I just want to test how loud Pyramid Head is when he's undetectable. Because if he's really fucking loud, then it has no point.
Alrighty. Nostromos, by the way.
I'll do the main building gen for a little bit.
Alright, I'll let me.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. Reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were.
Let me just finish the
sitting on a park
toolbox.
bench watching the
There.
pigeons. I was on the left. He was on
Okay,
the.
hang on
was I
one
the
sec.
right or left?
Alright,
Anyway.
I will. Mr. Hippo will come back, I promise.
Alright, good to go?
Yeah, should be good. Hi, Hero. Okay. Wait,
Okay, hand, got drop chase.
why can I still see your... Okay. Alright, just walk down the hall towards me. Oh my god, I can definitely still hear that. Okay,
Oh, hang on. Chase, start it again.
can chase ends, please? Okay. Can you walk away? Walk towards me again? Uh-huh. Have your knife in the ground when you do it. Oh my god, that is loud as shit. Stop moving?
Alright.
I can hear you from all the way over here.
Where are you?
I'm by where the other gen spawns.
Over. Ah.
Holy fuck, he is loud. I never realized how loud he is.
You know, is he louder than like Springtrap?
I mean, it's not as accurate. Like, I can't, like, pinpoint your location, but I can hear you. Go outside real quick.
Okay.
And go, where are you?
I'm over here.
Okay.
Hang on.
Go, yeah, come out here. And just walk back and forth close to the wall. Like, that way, yeah. Like, do, like, a patrol. Walk away from it a little bit. Go... Yeah, like, right there and do a patrol. Come a little closer. Right there. Right where that loop starts is where I can start hearing you.
Alright, so we're like around here then.
Let me see. It was like right... Yeah, it was like right here.
I see.
That's a lot farther than I thought it would be.
Oh, my Trail of Torment just ended.
Oh. That's... Yeah, go to that spot I was just at. By the loop.
Okay. I like where the jungle gym is, yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is definitely... That's like within 32 meters, at least. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's just within outside my error radius.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would be quieter, but whatever.
Turn on your popcorn maker by any chance?
Sorry, family.
Now.
I mean, the call is up.
Hold your mic then.
Sorry, hang on.
So let's go already, Nitro. Exactly. I can show you guys the benefits here in a second. Look at him, chat.
Sorry about that, family. Yeah, interrupting.
You're good. That was really all I wanted to test, anyways. But you're good.
All right,
Thank you.
no problem.
Okay. Okay. The fuck was I? Oh, I was gonna find the behavior thing. Yeah, because finding this is really annoying.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course.
Mm-hmm.
If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be.
Right.
Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons.
So for the gold track, it's right here. So info and assets for creation, just some community awards. I'm assuming that's like skins and things to get out. Um, opportunities to provide direct feedback. There's probably special links to the Discord, directed Discord servers, so specific servers, AMAs and roundtables. I'm assuming this means that we'll get a chance to talk to the devs, and then Twitch shirts, which I'm on YouTube, so that doesn't matter, which is funny. And then Erie tier, the only thing they get over it is just early access and then feedback sessions, kind of like consultants. If that's gold, then the other ones was grant you access to Behavior HQ. There you go. Man, Pyramid Head is fucking loud. I did not realize how, like, you can hear that breathing from so far away. It's kind of nuts. Okay, do we want to go whole undetectable, or do we just want to use that tablet? Bring the hippo back? I did bring the hippo back. He was back. Literally just outside the terror radius. Yeah, pretty much. That's I was not expecting it to be that bad. I was thinking it would be like 15 meters, but like it seems like it's like 20, 25. Go whole undetectable? I mean, yeah, we can do that. There's not really many options. I realize this every time I do this. My face when I use code Bennett for yummy skins. It'll be code fake Bennett. I had to make the code earlier. I'll do... We'll do trail batteries, machine learning, and lethal pursuer. Because a lot of these aren't really going to work. I mean, Dark Devotion might be able to do something, I guess. Yeah, we can do Dark Devotion. I really want to win lethal, though, because the beginning of the match is so important. Use code Bennett for 67% off all Springtrap skins. That is something I do have to think about. I'm curious if my name being Bennett is going to affect anything, at least as far as behavior wanting to put me in the creative program if they do. Because that would be funny if it did. As far as I can tell, it's not trademarked, so we're good. I remember there was a point in time like 3 years ago where I did like a weekend of research for this. You'd be surprised. Like I said, Bennett isn't trademarked. It's a medicine. Nintendo can't trademark it. Also, I like Ormond Lake Mine, so we're playing on Ormond Lake Mine for a couple matches. I still don't know why Behavior thought it was a good idea to make the Ormond maps the quote-unquote Christmas maps. I get it, there's snow on them, but it's still weird. Because of your name, we're gonna get a Pokemon chapter. For 2 TRs? I mean, I'm just not the biggest fan of Dark Devotion. It's Nintendo. If it isn't trademarked, yes, it is. You mean like when they tried to trademark the word monster? This was the thing Nintendo actually tried to do. Yes, Nintendo tried to trademark the word monster. Oh, well, she didn't hear me coming. As long as I get Team Rocket skins. What survivors would get Team Rocket skins? Gabe? Gabe could work with a Team Rocket skin, I feel. This is working better than I feel it should. Now, where the shot? Steve went back on the gen. I thought she'd dodge it. You know what this probably... You know what Seal probably works really well with is the egg, the more I think about it. Can I pick up, please? Thank you. Felix equals James, Yunjin, Jesse, Fong Meow. Trail up on this one. Nice try, Steve. They're back on that one gen. Is that Pebble? Oh no, that was the cage. I'm just dumb. That was a cage. My bad. Wraith for Wobbuffet? Yo, let's go. I'd buy the crap out of that, honestly. Hello. Nobody expects undetectable Pyramid Head. Woo! Man, what Seal works. Dredge for missing? No, that's an interesting choice. The humble 12 hooking the net. Look at me go, chat. They're all still injured, by the way. Yeah, Seal wasn't up yet. I might have been able to hit her. I'm just waiting for, like, that perfect opportunity. That should go, like, fully left. I do think we lose, though. We'll get a kill out of it. They're finally resetting. Wi-Fi shut itself for a second there, Iron. I got no notifications. I apologize. Machine learning? Who was over here? What the hell? Yeah, GG's. Oh, you meant your Wi-Fi. Okay, fair enough. Is she back over there? She might be back over there. Oh, she's on Edge map. Woo! I love Seal. Where it doesn't proc in the last gen? Of course not. Blastmon. Oh, they have Blastmon. Oh, that's unfortunate. And they had Blastmon. It was probably all the gens that the Michaela wasn't working on. We'll make it. Blastmon, Line Deja Vu. Ray. What? I got a notification for something. What was it? Sure. Okay. Yeah, Seal of Metatron's really fun. The only, like, I have one criticism for it. I wish you had a way of knowing, how many charges you have of it. That's, like, my one criticism. Other than that, I love this add-on. Now that I understand how it works, I love it. Also, we got a decent amount of undetectable value. I'm not gonna lie. In your review, I mean, I think a lot of what Pixel said in that video is correct. And it's things like, I haven't been saying that stuff directly, but it's things that I've been echoing. Like, we can all complain about greedy company wants money. How you agree with how they're running it is a different statement, but, you know. It's the Faz token. It's Fazcoin, chat. It's Fazcoin. We got a new Office phone, and we got a new Fazcoin. Late stage capitalism at it again. I mean, kinda. I hope Behavior gets bought by EA so that we can buy Maury's. That is the first time I've ever heard someone say... This is the first time I've ever heard someone say, I want someone to get bought up by EA. I don't know. It'll definitely be interesting to see. Why is all shaking... It'll definitely be interesting to see where the game goes. 2026, I feel like I said at the beginning of the year that 2025 was going to be the roller coaster year. Where we were at the precipice at the top of the year, and then we have to go back down, and then we're coming back up. I think 2026 is going to be a good year. And you can call that copium, you can call that delusional. I genuinely think I am a very big believer in Darkest Before the Dawn, and I genuinely think we're going to be in a situation soon where the game will be in a better spot. Did he bash on FNAF a lot? No. FNAF was just... He used FNAF as an example, but he didn't bash on it. I wouldn't say he did. I think the big point he brought up with FNAF was like it was probably one of the best patches of the year. Springtrap was really well polished, and the map was decent. Because Behavior couldn't have... Springtrap couldn't fail. And they had to make sure of that. Well, I don't know. The way I've always looked at it is like... Again, because I've been at this point and seen this happen to so many other games where, like, they have a bad year. A really bad year. I've seen it happen. But I've also seen those games come out the other side much better. Some don't make it to the other side, but I don't think Dead by Daylight's going anywhere. I think it's fine. I only ask because I remember Pixel saying he hates FNAF. He's not the biggest fan of it now. I don't think he hates it, but he's not the biggest fan of it. Imagine if Springtrap did fail. Like, that's the thing. Like, people wanted... Like, there's been ideas for Springtrap to be, like, a super complex and interesting killer, but it's like... I feel like if he was... This chapter would have failed. I'll say it. Like, I know a lot of people aren't happy with the axe and whatnot, but, like... I think they did the best they could for the circumstances Springtrap was being brought into. Could you imagine if Springtrap was like Vecna? Like, yeah, I don't think it would have gone over well. League's had bad years. Apex has had bad years. God, Fortnite's had a bad year or two, hasn't it? At this point, it's been almost a decade. On both sides. It needed to be easy to grasp for players on both sides. bald? What about bald? What about bald? You got a problem with bald people, Marmy? You got a problem with that? No, we don't know the full story. The running theory is that Scott didn't tell them. Scott called them the day of the announcement, which is something he would do. So they had a year to make Springtrap, which is not typically what they do. Worth a shot. Could you imagine if that landed, by the way? I'm just gonna let her go. Did she make the... No. What? Lucky break? I was gonna say, it was either lucky break or... Oh, man, I should have just put her on basement hook. Mr. Behavior, second surprises hit the game. If it wasn't for Springtrap, I think I realized I enjoy projectile killers more because of Springtrap. Ooh! Oh, I thought that... Oh, no, I hit him. It's gonna be less now. She walked into it. Pick her up. I wonder, we'll probably do some testing on it. I am kind of curious how good Pyramid Head will be at tunneling. Or not tunneling, slugging. What? What? I was kind of hoping he'd go farther. Did he just hold W? I think he might have just held W. I don't know where the hook was. I was close. Oh, she does have Lucky Break. No, Shaq, fucking no. Wow, Orman's like the worst map for this because of all the ditches. Jill, I see you hanging out. Full of killers that need to close the distance. Yeah, 100%. It's just ridiculous, like, how much of a difference it can make. It cannot go upstairs. I don't know why I thought it could. I was kind of expecting Jill to be hanging about. She was not. No, they're not back on any of these gens. I don't know what they're up to. Kick that for trail real quick. I'm definitely using my trails more than normal here. She didn't leave Shaq either. That was weird. Boop. Oh, this one was being worked on. I didn't see it. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my god, that was satisfying. This might legit be my favorite add-on in the game now. Holy crap. That's not Orman, that's Orman Lake Mine. You're so right. Also, I'm undetectable now. Wow! What a turn of events! I think it should. I kind of understand why they don't have it do it. But yeah, GG. Oh my god! Wow, what a change. Oh, they had a BMP. Distortion, diversion. Oh, he did have diversion. I thought I saw Pebble. Even when everyone picking compiled options in the Grim. That's my fear with the community created killer is that a lot of the stuff that we keep saying we want is just that. It's stuff we say we want. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. Is it true that this map was supposed to be the Thing map? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's definitely inspired by the Thing, but I don't think it's supposed to be the Thing. Holy crap. I don't think anyone expects Seal of Metatron. I mean, why would you? I'm still getting it to be one. Alright, fair enough. Well, Bryce, like, I think a lot of people want behavior bought out for a lot of reasons. I don't think it's just, like, quote-unquote, to fix the game. I think it's just to... because it gives them... Ironically, sometimes being bought out like that gives you more freedom. Having the financial backing can help you a lot. Also, machine learning is not doing... like, I like machine learning, but that bug is making this very annoying. Undetectable is working way better than I thought it was going to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We'll try Tinker. See, maybe getting UD in the middle of a chase will help a little bit. I wish Beast of Prey got the buff, man. I wish it got the buff so much. Am I done with the Rift yet? Hooray! I got 6 more things of the Rift. Congrats. That's another thing. That's another aspect of it too, Darth. We don't know. I've said this before because people keep saying, like, if they make a Dead by Daylight 2, they would still hold the licenses. But we also don't know how the contracts went down. Because let's say for the Myers license, for example, in the contract, it says that they have to remain behavior interactive. And that also depends on what the contract defines as that. Try Insidious? I mean, we could, even though we have Insidious on demand. But yeah, we could try Insidious. Gotta counter them still site gamers, chat. Gotta counter them still site gamers. I'll go to the normal queue. We played Ormond enough. Do we keep using Seal, or should I try, like, a couple of the other ones? I think when we do get to Seal officially, though, I definitely am going to try Rust-Colored Egg, because that seems really good with it. Because you get the hit, and then you can start making your trails again. Just drain. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we can argue day and night if Vecna counts, but Vecna, Dracula, technically speaking, because of wolf form. Houndmaster is technically a dash killer. Ken, and then Krisu. The Lost Memory books for... Lost Memory book. Oh, because of the Oblivious status effect? Maybe. Maybe. Also, fun fact, chat. Me and some people did some math on videotape. Would you guys like to hear how much faster videotape makes your Trail of Torment move? Are you guys ready for this? Because no one's going to like the number we figured out. I have to do a side-by-side comparison, but from the math, according to just pure math, it makes the trail move 0.06 seconds faster. I have to do the math on. Well, I have to, like I said, I have to do it side by side just to make sure. But as far as we can tell, it makes it 0.06 seconds faster. Less. It's about half of a second. Which is fucking crazy. Like, in fact, you know, I'll test it right now. Fuck it. Why not? I gotta do this later anyways. I'll test this right the fuck now. Hang on. Ormans. A brown add-ons. I was checking out a Get Serious server and they were getting on a sort of like knowing math of Dead by Daylight. It's like, yeah, it's the interesting part is the math. Forgotten Videotape is better than Not a Robot. Oh, God, yes, but still. It's one of those add-ons. I feel like it's going to be like streamers on Springtrap, where it's not that good, but it feels good. Yeah, because if I just come right here...
My friend, you have met a terrible...
Well, I gotta wait for Mr. Hippo now.
But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else.
Uh-huh.
I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park.
Blurry photo is better than knotted rope.
Picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. He said to me, what's the significance of the story? I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know? Sometimes, sometimes a story is just a story.
Low power mode. Pile of nails.
Find meaning in everything anyone says. You'll just drive yourself crazy. Had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, and thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I realized I'd made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does.
Right.
Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday.
I don't know. I think it was Wednesday.
Sourdough bread on Monday.
I think it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Or rather, they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall.
Right.
I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery
Value,
on
chat.
Wednesday and
Value.
go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in their stomach and then they all die. At least that's what I've heard.
Mhm.
I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years.
Right.
I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread.
Mhm.
And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks, or birds, or any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur.
I don't even know what that add-on does.
They
What
don't
is
grow on
dull
trees,
bracelet
they
on
don't spring from
nerves?
the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.
It was a fine day. Thank you.
Well,
Um.
it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. Reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen."
We are frozen.
He kind of looked at me like I lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground.
I don't know. Sometimes
until
I
the
do that in the
sun
winter.
warms
Not gonna
up,
lie.
And they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs would
Everyone
be in before
use
he threw them
code
to the
info.
birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds.
Decreases
in
blink
hindsight,
distance
what
by
I should have
20%.
said
Increases
was, and
blood
this would
points
make
for
perfect sense,
precise
"Why
blink
did you
score
throw the
by
breadcrumbs
100.
to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Birds may be dead, chat. Well, here's the thing with this add-on, though, that I will say, is it's meant to be bad, at least. Like, I don't think videotape is supposed to not do anything. I think this add-on is actually supposed to provide some form of value. But I'll go side by side with it later. I did want to test one more... Oh yeah, I wanted to test rust colored egg real quick, because I'm curious how this works. So, the way it says it, injuring a survivor with punishment with a dam increases rights of judgment charge by 30%, would imply that the charge rate gets increased by 30%. But the way it's worded on the wiki, it says you get 30% back. So that would imply a hit just gives you 30% of your power. But also, is it 30% of the total or 30% of the current? We're testing everything today, Chad. Everything. Why not? I love bots. I think it's just the recharge rate. Yeah, I think it's like it says on the tin. I think it's the recharge rate. Yeah, is it the recharge rate, chat? I'm trying to stare at it while I'm aiming, but I can't really see it. Yeah, it's the recharge rate. Okay. This Jonah bot's a genius. He used the stairs to dodge it. Okay, it is definitely the rate. Okay. I'd have to do side-by-side testing for that, because I'd be curious how much it actually is. How much 30% actually impacts. Anything else I really wanted to test before we get into a game real quick? Oh, I would like to see the difference between lead ring and base. We need Mr. Hippo for FNAF 3 movie. I mean, it's definitely not possible. So is Red Scarlet Egg bad? I'd have to check the number. I'd have to see how much it really affects. Because if it is increasing it by 30%, that sounds great. But also remember that that depends on what you're increasing by 30%. That is true, but there's also an add-on that just straight up gives you like 10%. I think it's 10% increased recharge rate at all times. That one might be better. Okay, that one, that's range, right? Increases the range, decreases... Okay. I think if you're gonna run Ring, you might as well just run Eerie Seal. That's not me trying to glass it up or gas it up. That's just like genuinely what I think you should do. The 50% penalty isn't really that bad, as long as you're keeping track of it. Because if you're playing Pyramid Head the way I feel like most people should be, like you're not really gonna not have at least some trails up to get that increased range. This is supposed to be undetectable. This is supposed to be the undetectable stream net. Wow. That, I see the purpose, but that's okay. That shortened that way more than I thought it would. Yeah, because there's a flat-out recharge rate one, isn't there? Increases rights of judgment. Yeah, increases the recharge rate by 10%. You don't have to hit anything. You just get 10% increased recharge rate. Again, it really depends on how much that 30% actually matters. Also, fun fact I learned about Cinderella's Music Box. Turns out this affects everything. So this...
How unfortunate. Oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
For what they're going to do to Frank Stone whenever he comes to the game.
My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know? Sometimes a story is just a story.
Right.
You try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe and thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, you know?
Yeah. I do now. I've heard this many times.
Just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I realized I made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they?
Mm-hmm.
They're all feet. I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday. Or rather, they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall.
Yeah, do I?
I do
That's
remember
fine.
a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you know, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in their stomach and then they all die. At least that's what I've heard. You know, I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks, or birds, or any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. They don't grow on trees or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.
No, yeah, you're right, Kit. You're right, yeah, because that's recharge rate, and that one's charge. Yeah, I had to test that more. I had to do a side-by-side testing of those. Also, for Mannequin Foot, I'm going to be funny with Mannequin Foot. Overwhelming Presence is about to get a huge showcase with this one. Not too sure yet what to do with Scarlet Egg. Actually, I might try it when we do Photograph. Because I'm going to keep them all tormented anyways. I'm not sure. I don't want to keep using Iridescent Seal. There's got to be something else I can try. I'll just do Dead Butterfly, because I'm probably not going to use it with anything else. Might as well use it with this. What was I going to say about Frank Stone? Oh, I don't know. It also depends on, like, if Behavior still technically owns it or not. Like, we'd have to know the dealings, but also, like, I think they're aware that the community wasn't happy with him just being a skin, and they'd have to push back certain, like...
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing just You could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, you know, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. Then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen.
Right.
So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
The birds may be dead, Chet, as always. God, they just won't get tormented, huh? If she gets that, more power to her. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think she does, though. Hi, Nancy. What, a hit of the night? I mean, some people got points saved up. Why not? Oh, blast mine. Fucking blast mine. Also, I forgot I have Insidious. Oh, cool. She really wanted that flashlight save. He really wants to get fog vial value, huh? He run... Goodbye, Chris. Wait, am I running photo? No, I'm not. No, I'm running tablet. Oh, you scared me. Darth, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't scare me like that. Holy shit. Get that one. She should be over there in the back corner. How have they not gotten a gen done? Wow. Every time I redeem Hippo, I feel bad. Are you just done too? Are they all just done? Boop. That was a really good match. But the fuck-ass hippopotamus threw off the train of thought. All I was saying was that Frank Stone probably is going to be at least a couple years off because they would have to restart like all of their plans because they plan most of their chapters out like 2 years in advance from what we understand. Oh, there you are. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm just gonna wait a second to get my Mori. I don't know what their plan was. Goodbye. I never noticed the legs. Wow, they really, like, the legs get really fucked up at the bottom. But yeah, because, like, that was the biggest thing with, like, the Stranger Things chapter that I think a lot of people don't realize is that it getting delayed by 6 months is insane when you really think about it. It'd be one thing if a licensed chapter got delayed by 6 months. It'd be one thing if an original chapter got delayed by 6 months, right? But the fact that a licensed chapter got delayed by 6 months, even if we're all mad at like what's been happening in those 6 months, like that's still insane. Dead Hard, background player, Last Stand, Bond. Uh-huh. There could be a lot of reasons, probably for faster, just to get him in the game faster. That could be the biggest reason I could think of. Quote-unquote, get him in the game faster. That would be the biggest thing I can think of. Also, recharge rate's funny because I'm sure it was helping me. I just didn't know. Part 2 for a license, no less. Like, if they had to, like, delay Krisu, because they did delay Krisu by, like, what, 3 weeks, right? Am I wrong on that? Didn't they delay Krisu by, like, 3 weeks, too? And Ken? Wasn't Ken delayed by 2 weeks? Gonna have part 2 with Mr. Hippo. One day. One day. Because, like, it would have been different, like, if they delayed, like, Houndmaster by, like, 6 months, do you think anyone really would have cared that much? 2 to 3 weeks? Yeah, exactly. I mean, people would have cared. You know what I mean, though? Like it doesn't hurt them to delay Houndmaster by 6 months. Not the same way, like, delaying Springtrap by 6 months would have, you know? And, like, I keep saying this. Oh, I've said this for years, but I think the last 6 months have also proven my point where I don't think behavior wants to give false promises. And I think that's why they don't tell us that much. We can complain about, like, the devs not talking to the community enough or, like, communicating well enough. But I think they have been communicating pretty well for the last 6 months. I just don't think any of us wanted to hear what they had to say. Or liked what they had to say. Or they said stuff that they knew that they didn't have time to actually do. Or it was stuff that got scrapped. Like, hey, behavior, where's my P100 rewards? Huh? Where's my P100 rewards? That was in the roadmap. I saw it. I didn't forget. It's there. Obtaining a lot from Warner Brothers. That's also true. Does Netflix own Warner Brothers? I don't know the licensing there. I know they're close. I don't know if they like own each other or anything like that. That was the big thing with getting Xenomorph, is that means Behavior's in cahoots with Disney. Which doesn't seem like that big of a deal until you realize how much Disney actually owns. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what happens in the future with all of this. It's been weird. Feels like the devs don't play their game. Their choices miss the mark quite often. I agree, but my counter argument is that that's every game dev on the planet, except for like 2. Overwatch people complain that the devs don't play the game. League players complain that the devs don't play the game. Marvel Rivals players complain that the devs don't play their game. Because of some of the balancing decisions. Like, we get mad at Behavior for, like, stat sheet balancing, sure, but, like, sometimes you have to. And sometimes, like, even if the stat sheet is, like, an outlier or whatever, you have to still take it into account as your main reasoning, even if it wasn't. I'm also hoping, like, because we don't know what part of January the chapter's dropping in. So if it drops in, like, late January or mid-January, there's still a chance for another patch. Also, a reminder that Behavior actually takes vacations, so we're probably not getting anything after, like, the 20th until, like, the start of the next year. If I worked on DBD, I wouldn't. If I worked on this game, I wouldn't play it at all. Are you kidding me? No. If I played this, if I worked for Behavior and, like, did stuff for making Dead by Daylight, and I saw Dead by Daylight all day, that was the only thing I saw at my job, no, I wouldn't play DBD. That's why I don't blame most devs for not playing the games they work on. Yeah, exactly. It's like I work at a gas station, or not a gas station. I sell car parts all day. Like, you really think I want to go home and put fucking brake pads in? I should have put it at the front of shop. Oh, he just left. This is probably the most annoying thing about playing Pyramid Head is the survivor's lack of want to loop. Because holy God. I suppose it works. It'll probably be a skin or a charm. People have definitely given them ideas. Oof. Would have been a good hit, too. I would have gotten me Dark Devotion. Did she stay is the question? Oh, I think she did. Wow, really? Really? You're that? Oh my God, dude, it will never not amaze me. brother, really? That is mind-blowing. Finally, we found one! Ugh. I mean, I guess it works. It's just Jesus, man. Just loop something, please. He tried to crouch mid-chase. Is Pyramid Head mid? It depends on who you ask and your reasonings for it. A lot of people think he's higher up because of his ability to tunnel. But his map control could definitely use a lot of work. Shadow Step's still up. It's in this range over here. I think I have discovered why they're so scared. Shoulder the burden on the cape? Thank you. Nice try, guys. Now I know why they were so scared. It all makes sense. Boop. What's the biggest community misconception? That a killer being, like, C tier means they're unplayable. I think that is by far the biggest misconception of the community. Wow, you guys are, like, legit so scared of being tormented. And you still get tormented anyways. I mean, sure. That was a good Addy play, honestly. Can I catch her is the question. let you back up into it. Put her down. Oh, good dead orb. She's gonna go for the save. Nope. I don't think they have time, though, because I can just... Hang on. I'm just like dumb. Shadow Step might get them out of this. Yeah, they healed up. Yeah, they get out. Don't say that very often. I mean, you do. They're probably in the squad. There's no way they're not. I don't say that often. It's just that was a very, very coordinated play. Yeah, they're healed up. That's GG. Unless... Yeah, that's GG. Ah, no. GG's. Hey, Ben, a heads up. I'm working on the renders today. I've also been really making some Hollow Knight posters to do more stuff for FNAF SMT. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should have waited out the Dead Hard. Oh, they look so good. I would... A couple of these... I can give you notes, or if you want notes later. If they successfully buy Warner Brothers, by the way. If. Is it true that Pyramid Head what? That was a statement, not a question. I should have waited out the, Also, I am not using Insidious. I don't know why I even have it on. I know someone suggested it, but, like... Because you have to constantly move with him, I just can't really find a moment to use it. Well, I mean, because there's a lot of people who would be like, oh, Trapper's D tier, therefore he's unplayable, and they don't mean it with any form of, like, irony. They literally mean he's unplayable. I'll show him the stream here in a second. I'm trying to think of another undetectable perk to run that isn't... God, I wish there was more of them. Trapper isn't unplayable. You can win like at least half of your matches with Trapper. Unforeseen I don't want to, because I'm running Trail. I don't like Unforeseen either, but yeah, we can do it. Overture of Doom is definitely an option, even though it never works, so I never bring it. But no, Chad, look at him. My one criticism of this one, I think you did a bit too much with the lighting. I think you could lower it just a tiny bit. I see what you were going for, though. I love this one. This one I really love. And I like the... I don't know if you did it on purpose. The distortion effect on that's really good. This is my favorite, though. I like this one a lot. I put that on my wall. I put that on my wall. I think we'll do one more with the Undetectable today, and then we'll try the Terror Radius one a bit. A Hornet one soon? That's good, that's good, that's good. Hornet deserves more love. I have heard no one really talking about Silk Song since it came out, which is sad. I just don't like Unforeseen, that's all. I just not the biggest fan of it. I don't really like Trail either. I just don't kick gens enough. That's it. That's a me problem. My other thing with like the misconception though on like bad killers being unplayable is also like there are killers like I think Clown is like the perfect example of this. Clown is a killer that used to be considered one of the worst in the games. And as the years have gone by, he has slowly risen up in the tier list, even if you don't consider the buffs he's gotten. And I definitely think he has been shaped a little by that and is like the poster child of a character that... Oh, wait, I have lethal. The poster child of a character who... Oh, we got a flashlight gamer? I can't believe I just got value from that. Dark Devotion still going off. Do this. Is that a flashlight squad? I wasn't even paying attention. That should back up into it. Bad time she did. Boop. He's supposed to try to being a sleeper. Yeah, exactly. A character that's good till he isn't. Also, am I getting better at Pyramid Head? It's a genuine question. She hit second stage over there. I saw a crow fly up. No. I feel like I'm not missing as much as I was last week. Had a rework idea for Burning Man painting? What'd you have? What'd you have? Oh, she was in this corner. I was right. I could tunnel the Kate out right now. Just let it be known. Oh, really? I thought for sure. Tell the others what you saw here today. I think she was trying to get her... That doesn't work anymore. If I see a Siptic in her fucking... in her loadout, I'm gonna be so mad. Punch of James gets increased by 5 meters, but its width by 2. But it decreases the width by 2? That could be interesting. I could definitely see one that's like... I'm just gonna do that. I didn't finish the kick. Shut up. Oh, you went left. Yeah, what about that time? Boop. It increases the... Oh. Hi, Leon. There's no need for all this violence. He should be over here somewhere. Yeah, she's going right for him. My brother in Christ. He completely leaves. She's gonna go for Leon now. You really think I wasn't gonna hear that? Ah, man, when it works, it works. Oh, I can get my Mori. Boop. Someone didn't read the patch notes. I swear if she has a septic. It was Kate. It was Kate. Remember, Chad, it was Kate. She did! She did! She did! Wow. Wow. They weren't happy about that match. I would like to mention I let her go at one point. Just a reminder. When you go out of your way, I literally have the VOD of me saying I could tunnel her, but I won't. He just called you. No, I think he called me a furry. I think he called me a furry. Who was that? Leon? The Leon got mad about it, and the Carlos got mad about it for, I guess. The Kate didn't get mad about it, did they? No. Oh, that's fucking fun. I will never get over this. I will never get over this. Oh my god. You can't even tell me she brought it for another purpose because she has the syringe with it. Wait, does being caged reset exhaustion? It does, right? I just can't get over this. I just can't get over they call me a furry. That's fucking funny. uh... To be fair, the Kate didn't get mad. The Leon and Carlos got mad for her. That's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like tattling in 2025, using furry as an insult in 2025. Okay. Alright. Whatever you say, bro. That's just funny to me. I need some chicken carbon. I don't even know what that means. I guess we'll do it tomorrow, but I do want to set up a build for Photograph. You guys are going to hate my build for Photograph. You're going to hate it so much. You're going to hate it. I'm telling you now, because I already thought about it a little bit. You're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. You're gonna hate me. Yes, the ultimate Pyramid Head build. Well, because you want to keep everyone tormented, so why not? It's a dish from Olive Garden. Oh, I don't eat much, so peanut butter crackers are my main source of nutrition. I don't know what to run it with. I guess Scarlet Egg, since they're all going to be tormented all the time, right? There we go. There it is. There's the sec photo build. I do need to test how Monitor works with it before we do it. Get called a slur over a 2v8 match? I mean, you shouldn't be getting called a slur regardless, but a 2v8? What did you do? What could you have possibly done in the 2v8 match? Now I'm curious. You have my you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Motherfuckers, give me my can of worms back. I played Wraith. You played one of the, like, 8 killers that's possible to play. Got it. Understandable. Justified. Also, a reminder, Chucky has the good guy sweater in the shop right now. However, he is also getting a Christmas skin this year. So if you want Santa Hat Chucky, wait. Just a reminder of that. I think there's a channel in the Discord if you want to send it there. I have a channel for weird comments. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of enjoying Tableau of the Oppressor. Like, the value's definitely there. It's not as apparent as I feel like it could be, but, like, the value's there. I've had someone get mad at me for tunneling even though I had stumbled upon them and interrupted their heal. Yeah, welcome to most of my tunneling. This is a triple sable lobby. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna cry. Jesus Christ is the Ada's name. It's also, like, one of those weird things with this where it's like, I feel like because of how it works, going full, like, aura reading, or not aura reading, but undetectable is kind of, like, overkill a bit? I don't know. It's mostly the limit test, right? It's me. It's how I do things. But still. It's in Gaming Talk? Okay. I'll check it out after the match. Just remind me. Also, Chad, I'm just going to say this up front. No, well, okay, I don't have to lower my gamma because I don't have to worry about numbers. There should be a channel called Weird Comments. You should be able to post it in. It's fine that you put it where you did, but yeah. I'm not too strict on, I'm not too strict on where you guys put things. Hello. Remember when I said this add-on doesn't, like, get, like, tangible value? I lied. I lied, chat. I lied. was gonna say any sane person would have gone back. I guess it's that time of the night, chat. Boop. They started working on that gen again, which is fine. I can use this undetectable to get over here real quick. Yeah, walk through the trail. Do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Sable. And she DC'd. Okay. Alright. Hello. Chat! I swear they're not paid. I swear to God. Trail still on that one. Oh, wait, I can put unforeseen on this one now, too, can't I? Yes, I can. You done? Here. Let's just get this over with. Well, you had to play Minesweeper to disarm a certain killer trap of all things. Why Minesweeper? Because it's Minesweeper. It's like the greatest game ever made. What's that dumbass thing I remember reading where some guy was like, why has no one made a remake of Minesweeper? Are you done too? No. Went in the... Oh, it's next to a gen. Hang on. They're so done, chat. These bullshit killers with like their OP builds. Is this the Ada? Boop. Yep. One of those games. I don't even fully know why they DC'd. I feel like I didn't do anything that bad. Is it because I faked my power? You know, the thing Pyramid Head is kind of known for doing? Is that why? They didn't even go down that fast. They ran me for a little bit. I really don't know why she DC'd. Which one was it? Was it... Yeah, it was this one. Vigil, hyperfocus, sprint, burst, windows with a flashlight. Is it because she realized it was Pyramid Head and she probably wasn't getting a flashlight save that match? Like, I don't understand. Is it because I got the grab on the first person? I mean, sure, I guess. Doesn't seem like a good enough reason to give up, but whatever. Yeah, I got you. Oh my god. I don't... hang on, let me... There we go. Okay. I won't show the bottom word. Let me just say it's a word I can't have on stream. Let's just go with that. Fuck you, bitch, loser. GG, well played. Good luck next matches. And then a very, 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 very vitriolic word. What the fuck? Because you played Wraith. I love it. Oh my god. It's so funny. Someone wasn't. I guess not. Holy shit. Also, I don't know if it's just a placebo, but I'm kind of like a dead butterfly. I know it's a brown and like it really doesn't do much, but like I'm kind of liking it. At least it feels like it's doing something. I definitely feel like I'm not running out of my power nearly as much. Oh, chat, hang on. I did promise someone something. So y'all remember the giraffe and the hippo from work? Or that we made a pyramid head? So, I was asked... Or the Triceratops. I was asked to make an animal a day. So, we're gonna do that. Today's animal is a hippo. I sound like a damn nature, a fucking kid's show. Today's letter is hippo. Why was that hippo so small? Why was the hippopotamus so small? And I know what you're thinking. Bennett, why don't you just make a version of Pyramid Head where his head's off so you don't have to do this every time? Because I enjoy the process, damn it. I enjoy the process. Give him the Mr. Hippo hat? I had to find it. Hang on. I can do that. Mr. Hippo hat. What is it? Is it like a little top hat? Yeah, it's like a little top hat. I typed top R. I have a better idea. Hang on. I got you. Yes, yes. The perfect top hat. The perfect top hat. That is not transparent, Google, you lying sacks of shit. Yeah, it's definitely transparent. Look at how transparent it is. Look at it. Look at its transparency, chat. There's probably an easier way to do this. I don't care. I'm going to do it my way. No! Fuck. Yeah, close enough. Beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, chat. No, I need to get the hat in there. No, I need the hat in there. Yes. Okay, there we go. We got the hippo. I'm gonna start saving these. I'm gonna make a folder for it. Key head animals. I have a whole folder for this now. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Every time I leave stream, PP turns into an animal. Oh my god. Mr. Hippo ASMR times. Well, it seems that you have met a terrible end. Okay, Chad. I can't. I fucking can't. It's so dumb. Oh, man. What nonsense happened? We made Mr. Hippo, or Pyramid into Mr. Hippo. It's fine. It's cool. It's great. Is this Mr. Hippo's Silent Hill? What perk is second from the right? Trail of Torment, Lethal Pursuer, Unforeseen, and Dark Devotion. So I think Trail of Torment. Ugh. I can't get over that. Okay, we have to think of an animal for tomorrow, chat. What's the animal tomorrow? The Hippocutioner. Doesn't Unforeseen and Trail kind of cancel each other out? Well, not necessarily, because Trail can last longer on the gen. And Unforeseen, you could technically do it on 2 separate gens too, depending if the cooldowns line up, which it did last match. Penguin? Okay, we can do Penguin. Remind me to do Penguin tomorrow. A Lynx, we'll do a Lynx at some point. We're gonna have a whole farm. It's gonna be great. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? No, 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 no. As I say, I either heard them or saw them going to House of Pain or this one. Good dodge. Good dodge. Can't really play that. Not sure if that was on purpose. That was really good to get rid of her torment like that. It didn't really do much, but it was nice. Make him a bird. Yes, we'll have the burb a pyramid head. Someone was ready on that. She's gonna run away. I could tunnel her, but yeah, I'm just gonna head back over here. Pyramid Head does face a problem of being big and loud. I was wondering if she knew the range or not. Oh, what, Nancy? You don't want to get tormented again? Should have just stayed at the car loop. I was waiting on Dead Hard just in case. What is the... Neo, what are you... Oh, that was good. That would have been good. If I wasn't just pressing the button. I love it when people draw Pyramid Head with a mouth. You're not him. That would be Nancy going for that save, by the way. I don't know if she is Dead Hard. She was hooked last time, so I have to be cautious of that. I thought she'd walk back into it. Worth a shot. She did have Dead Hard. Wow. Doesn't matter much, but wow, good Dead Hard. She held that really long. I probably would have been pissed too, to be fair. A Sable. A Sable. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like I am definitely getting better at Pyramid Head. Like 100%. I say as I missed, like, the easiest shot of my life. Goodbye. Boop. I like putting eyes on Pyramid Head. I know, like, the whole point of his character design is he doesn't have eyes, but I find it hilarious. Nice try. Yeah, I'm definitely getting better at this guy. She healed up. They're over there. So this is why Spearhead is so good, in my opinion. Because knowing exactly where they are is so much less of a hassle. Versus, like, trying to guess. I did not know there was a second vault there. I mean, I'll do it again. Nice try, Nia. Boop! Oh, well, hello, Shuck. Or Hatch. Boop! Oh, she had Addie? Okay, fair enough. Wait, did she have Addie? I injured her, right? Yeah, I injured her. Okay. You do have to be in motion for this. That's good to know. Wow, these doors suck for her. Do I hear 4 Moris? Possibly, if I can find her. Yep. 4 Moris, let's go! What do we got for builds, though? Dead Hard Conviction, yo! Let's go! I love it when my killer's design completely counters a perk. Let's go! Iron Will, Deja, Botany, Self-Care. Finesse, Dead Hard. Oh, she did Dead Hard Shack, I think. Actually, no, I don't think she did. I don't think she could. I think it caged her both times. like this killer. I cannot believe how much I'm enjoying this killer, honestly. I really thought I was gonna hate him. And we're not even playing, like, a super try-hard build. Did someone just suggest to replace the beak? For the bird pyramid head, keep the bird's head, but rotate pyramid head. Oh my god. Give that person a medal. Give that person a medal. But no, Tablet of the Oppressor, like, honestly, even with how loud Pyramid Head is from our testing, like, I am surprised at how good this has been working. Like, because I think the thing we're also not thinking about is the lack of a red stain. That seems like such a small thing, but because Pyramid Head's projectile comes straight from in front of him, the red stain is a good indicator on where he's going to shoot it. So having that gone can mean the entire difference of getting a hit or not. I wonder what Pyramid Head looks like under it. James Sunderland. It's James Sunderland under there. Trust me. Trust me. That's true. That's 100% true. I'm really interested tomorrow, though, in this, though. We're going to be doing M1 Pyramid Head. I know a lot of people are going to hate it, but because of how Photograph works, it makes the most sense. And we were going to do it at some point. So, like, it felt like the best build to do it with would be this one. And then, if for people curious on the process, so lead ring, copper ring, wax doll, they're all going in their own video. Like, they're all going in their own video. Like, it's one video for all the ranged add-ons. And then Dead Butterfly is going to go in the same video as Rust-Colored Egg. Goblet's going to have its own video. I might throw Fabric in there with Goblet, just because they both have something to do with palettes. It was really hard because a lot of his add-ons don't really have, like some of them are like range, and then technically Seal of Metatron is also range, but I feel like there's enough to talk about with this add-on that I can make a whole video on it. But then there's other ones, like, can I really do a whole video on Mannequin Foot? Like, honestly? So I might throw Mannequin Foot in with Lost Memories book and Ceremony book. I might do all three of these in one video and just make it like a status effect video. Because I don't think there's nearly that much to really talk about with these three. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good. It's just like, there's not like, the effects are so simple and so apparent. Like, there's not like anything to really say. It'd be like if I did a whole video on Burning Man painting. There's not really much to say. It's bad. Don't run it. Good with Scarlet Egg. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because someone couldn't run up behind them. I might give that a try. I was going to run it with... my idea for Mannequin Foot was... I love Lethal Pursuer. Did anyone figure this out? I really like this perk. I was going to run it with Overwhelming Presence. Because, yeah, you get the Killer Instinct from the trails, but this would give you aura reading when they step in the trails. And then I was either going to do... Scarlet Egg's a good choice. I was actually going to do it with a music box, honestly. Just that way I can land more hits. Because the... What is it? 4 seconds, 6 seconds. So you'd be able to throw out 2 M2s in the time. But we'll see. But, chat, I think we're going to call it a night there. I think it was a good night. I'm really surprised at how well this fucking add-on's been working. But I love you guys as always. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll be testing out the Terror Radius one. And then Wednesday...